Hi, this is Joe Davis with GotBaseballCards.com. I'm a lifelong sports card collector and hobby veteran for over 30 years. We are very excited to offer you this channel to provide you the finest in sports card news and entertainment. Thanks for watching. Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Cards with Joe
and Doug.
And Doug, today we are back in the studio and we're going to talk collecting, investing, buying strategies, and more. So I'm going to start things off with you today, Doug. I know you're a lifelong collector, and we often differ in our approach sometimes as far as buying strategies as to why we're buying. So share with our viewers, your heart on being a passionate, lifelong collector.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah, I've been a collector ever since I was 10 years old. I had a grandfather that ran a grocery store, and he started me by giving me some Topps 1975 Topps cards. Some of the cards that most people either love or hate, and I love them. It was my first year. And I've collected ever since, and I can remember in grade school, in high school, even in college buying cards. I was buying cards in 83, 84, 85. When I was in college, and I was one of the few people on my dorm that had baseball cards in their room. But typically, I like to collect and complete a set, a completist, some people may call you, and have enjoyed this since 1975. I mean, that's a long time ago. I hadn't really thought of it in those terms. But I'm not oblivious to values. And yes, I have a nice collection and I enjoy my collection, but it is not my main and primary goal to keep an eye on the values day in and day out. Right. So I just enjoy, with the new cards that are out, it's even better than it was before. I like the colors and the parallels and the numbered cards. It doesn't necessarily help me complete my set, but it is nice to have those shiny cards. Low numbers, low print runs is really cool. A little bit about what I enjoy doing. Joe, how about you? What I do, I kind of think since you're a business owner, you might be a little bit more of an investor instead of a collector.
Well, I'm going to explain what I really am by the end of this, but I'll go back. For those who don't know, I started a year after you, started in 1976, and I bought pretty much, anything that my mom would buy me at the local grocery store, local corner grocery store, and I would get rewarded for getting good grades with packs of cards. And so I became a straight A student after that. So, but yeah, it was whether it was King Kong or Happy Days or Topps Hockey or Topps
Wacky packages,
whatever.
Oh my gosh, I love
anything
them.
on the shelf, I wanted it. And so been a collector at heart ever since then. And nowadays, if I can segment being a business owner and things I buy for the business for resale and segment what I buy for fun, I am probably half collector, half investor. And so I think the best term for that is I'm a Colvestor.
Oh, very good.
Colvestor. And I've thought about it. I don't think it's in the dictionary.
Is there a hyphen? No, probably just
no hyphen. So, because the point of it is, there's a lot of things, and we'll talk about some. I've got a few samples here. Things that I buy because I enjoy, I like that player or whatever, like that product. But I'll buy up cards. Usually it's player focused, but I'll buy with an investment mindset of I can have fun owning these cards, but I think they're also good long-term investments. And I'll tell you what I stray away from. This really, my jaw dropped yesterday. We had a customer come in the store, and he's like, check out this Tom Brady, and it was a gold parallel. I believe it was a select gold parallel. And he goes, it got a PSA 8, and I was disappointed for him. So, looking at the card, I thought to myself, I can't believe you just got offered $7,000 for a brand new Tom Brady card. Now, don't get me wrong, Brady, the iconic guys, as I'm showing some of them here, Kobe, LeBron, Jordan, Griffey, Brady, Dwayne Wade, Messi, Ronaldo. Those are the kind of guys that I like to buy up quantities of, but I don't buy the card numbered out of 10 that's going for $7,000. Because my thought is, I'm like, the next product there's another Brady out of 10, and the next product there's another Brady out of 10, and so on. And I dollar for dollar, my mindset is I could take that $7,000 and go buy a whole lot of mid-90s Kobe Chrome cards and Kobe Finest cards and LeBron second and third year cards. And I just think, I guess I'm more of that's like the mutual fund approach, where I can buy up large quantities of a diversified portfolio.
That's a good way to put it.
Rather than just, the one or two big hits, which I think might be risky.
Right. Like you say, the 7,000 Tom Brady card could be not only several Tom Brady base cards that are graded really well, but you could also get a few Jordans, a few Kobes, again, spread it around.
Right.
Little mutual fund approach. I like that.
Yeah. And so, of course, we've got samples here from all of the grading companies we represent, and I've graded cards for my own collection with all of them, with PSA, BGS, SGC, and CSG. And so I'm a really big proponent of second-year cards. I think they're a bargain. I think I'm a proponent of stuff like, I'll give you one example, like the LeBron Phenomenal Beginning. I'm showing off a PSA 10 in the silver, and we've also got a gold BGS 9 here. I've bought up, as you know, hundreds of sets of these. I think they're so cheap. I mean, they're rookie year cards of LeBron made by Upper Deck, and you can buy sets for a few dollars a card. And you compare that to a regular Upper Deck LeBron rookie and how many of them you could own for the same price. So I think LeBron, like the box set cards, I think early Kobe cards, yes, his rookies are crazy high, of course, but like you can buy his second year Finest and second year Chrome, stuff like that. There's some bargains out there still. And so I think those are great. But here's one of my all-time favorites. The 01 Topps Chrome Kobe with the purple border. How fitting in his purple Lakers jersey. So I just think, I know you like a lot of the legends as well, and I just think when we're seeing the staggering, don't get me wrong, I love Fernando Tatis, great young ball player, but the number some of his cards are already bringing, and Vlad Guerrero Jr., some of these guys who've been in the league 2 years, 3 years, the numbers their cards bring, and I go, man, show me what you've done in 10 years. Show me what you've done in 5 years. And, I'm sorry, I can still remember 1988 when I bought up Greg Jeffries rookies. And guess who I've still got a lot of rookies of?
87 Greenwells. I remember those.
Mike Greenwell.
I remember those too.
Yeah. So, we all chased those. There was those not one-hit wonders, but guys, some who had solid careers.
Absolutely.
But they didn't catch on with collectors.
Didn't go to the next level.
Correct.
You prefer a little bit of a proven history, the guys that are perhaps even in conversations of GOATs of their sport.
Guys who are, in my opinion, usually guys who are in the top 10 to 15 all time. Soccer, of course, we're showing off Messi and Ronaldo, which there's debates all the time. Who's the GOAT? Who's the GOAT? But I buy up cards I'm very transparent about it. I buy up large quantities of Kobe cards, LeBron cards, certain Jordan cards. A lot of the Jordans are already, his later year cards are still out of control, especially the numbered inserts.
We get questions every day in retail about who I should, who should I invest in? What do you recommend for an investment purpose? And I think you're answering that question right now as far as what you would recommend to people.
Yeah, the iconic players, every sport, the Tom Brady, the Derek Jeter. I love the guys who are still playing, of course, the legends who, they're headed to the Hall of Fame. Brady's the best example. And LeBron, of course, as a current NBA player, is also a great example because a lot of people are forgetting in 2 seasons, if he averages about just under 20 points a game, he's going to be the all-time scoring leader. That's huge. In addition to the rings, in addition to the championships, the MVPs, and everything, he'll be the all-time scoring leader. So I still think LeBron is some of his rookies are crazy high already.
Very much.
But some of those secondary rookies, the second year, third year, fourth year, I think he's a bargain, which is why I still buy up large quantities of them. So we're also showing off Mike Trout. Can't leave Trout out of the conversation. Guaranteed Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Famer. If he could ever get a ring, imagine what would happen. But his stuff is already, of course, very in demand. Of course, we do have some retired players up here. Of course, we've got Jeter, Jordan, of course, Kobe, D. Wade, another one I think very undervalued. 3-time champion. Finals MVP. His stuff is very reasonably priced still, iconic, legend. And so we've given our viewers a couple of different viewpoints, where you're more a collector at heart. I kind of go in between. I collect, yet I invest at the same time, often with quantities. I'll tell people I may buy 100 each of the same card sometimes. So I do want to touch on another topic today, talking about cards and new things trending in the hobby, and that is WhatNot. So Doug, when I ask you, what do you get when you take great cards and 1-minute auctions? And that's our answer.
WhatNot.
WhatNot is the answer. And so we're going to, this Sunday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, we're going to premiere our first show on WhatNot.
9:30 p.m.
9:30 p.m.
Let me know on Monday how it goes.
All
I
right.
might have already hit the hay.
You never know what all we're going to have there. We're going to have graded cards. We're going to have memorabilia cards, autograph cards, rookies, and more. And we're going to be starting auctions off at $1.
That's awesome. I will be up, and I am excited to see how it goes. I mean, we were approached by the guys at the National, and you've been invited to be a member, to be a seller on their platform, so it's very exciting.
Yeah, and a lot of people may not even know about it, but we've got a referral link you can use to sign up, and they actually give you $3 in your account just for signing up through this. You can go to whatnot.com/invite/GotBaseballCards, and you can go on there and sign up. It's a lot of fun. It's exciting. There's some crazy stuff going on. We're not the only seller on there. There's plenty, but we are going to premiere our first live. They call it a show. Our first show is this Sunday night at 9:30 Eastern time, and so we're going to have lots of auctions starting at only $1. But you got to bid quick because they're gone in 60 seconds.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the future is coming here quickly. I've always said that we could do a selling show for cards. I think graded cards would be ideal for it.
Right.
But I understand, it could be you're going to have graded cards, you're going to have raw cards, and so a variety of items.
Yeah. The sale, we're getting our feet wet, testing out the platform, testing out the logistics of how we're going to sell them there and add show cards. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope everybody will tune in, and we'll be back with more. In the future, we're going to announce specific sales. Like we'll have a Tom Brady show. We'll have a Michael Jordan show.
Very exciting.
We'll have the Doug Giles show.
That's a good idea.
Where you just host the whole thing. And,
that's a good. Well, I don't know about that, but that's a good idea. I like it. No, I like the focus on and advertise or promote it so that people know what's going to happen. That's great.
Yeah. And so
the topics today were Colvestor, and WhatNot. That's awesome.
That's right. So we appreciate everybody tuning in for this episode. We will see you next time. Signing off for Joe
and Doug.
Thanks so much.